Hey everyone!
How's it going?
We just wanted to thank you all for the love and support over the past couple of weeks. It's been truly overwhelming and it means more than you know. So thank you so much for all the messages. We really appreciate it.
You know, deciding to put your story out there and reveal what we've been going through the past 7 months was obviously a big decision, obviously a scary one for you to decide to put that out there. So just to be received with so much love has been incredible, and truly thank you so much.
We thought it'd be fun to answer some questions, some about cancer, some about random stuff and just life in general.
Let's have some fun.
Here we go. Let's get started. What compelled you to share your story and were you nervous about it? I wanted to share a video that I wish we had seen when we first got the diagnosis, because when you get that call, it's really scary. You feel really isolated and alone and you don't really know where to turn to for information because it's all like new scary stuff to you. So to be able to see a video of someone sharing their journey and their personal experience going through it, and to see them come out on the other side of it with a smile on their face, knowing that they survived it and are now going back to regular life, doing a bunch of cool stuff, years later starting a family or something, is super encouraging and uplifting to see when you're about to face something that is very new and scary. And it's a reminder that it's not necessarily a death sentence or the end for you. It's going to be a temporary, scary situation, but that you can and will overcome it and end up on the other side of it better and then stronger than ever.
In the beginning, we were in no place to kind of talk about this. It was too heavy. We were trying to absorb it ourselves. But, you know, I think that always was in the back of our heads throughout it. And you said to me one day that it was something you definitely wanted to do once we were, you know, kind of in a better place. It was important to us, and we quickly realized, like, this needs to be talked about, that it'll be important for us going forward to kind of, like, advocate for this and for self-checks and, you know, all the things. You know, he's living proof and a reminder that, like, you can be healthy as hell and young and in shape and do all the right things, and this can still happen.
It's definitely a little nerve-wracking to share footage of yourself at your absolute lowest point, but I realized that I had the opportunity and responsibility to use my voice and platform to raise as much awareness about men's health and testicular cancer as possible, and that is ultimately more important than what anyone might have to think or say about me with no hair or what I look like during chemo. At the end of the day, if I can help even one person out there by sharing our story, then that's really what counts.
If you have anything negative to say about someone going through cancer, then
That
you need to reevaluate your life.
Not a joke, just a fact. How do you remain so positive throughout tough times?
Well, you are only seeing us because we're feeling positive right now. We are very, very, very human.
Yes.
There are many times we were not positive.
I cried more in the past 6 to 7 months than I have in my entire life.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
even joking. I'm not just saying that for shock value. Like, I was not really much of a crier, but
Same.
boy, did that change.
Yeah,
I
but-
did not know I could cry that much.
Before all this, I don't think I'd cried since my grandpa's funeral like a decade ago, which maybe there's something to unpack. That's not how I release emotion, but yeah, that's changed a little bit. Although, as your caretaker, I think that was the hardest part for me because I couldn't dump my anxieties and fears and concerns on you because you were going through it, you know, so I'd have to call like my best friend or my mom or something. But I did have to, you know, show up for him every day and be like, things are great, we're taking it one day at a time, and that's all we can do right now. We're gonna do all the right things, and really it was just a lesson in, you know, fake it till you make it.
Yeah. One of the game changers for me was one of Mike's friends sent us a gratitude journal. At the beginning of every day, you write 3 things that you're grateful for, how you plan on making today a great day, and at the end of the day, you talk about what went well, how you could improve and make tomorrow an even better day. And it might sound silly to someone out there being like, bro, I'm going through some serious shit, like a diary is not gonna solve my problems. And maybe not, but for me, at a time where my mind was like wandering and thinking about a lot of scary things, it kind of made me think about things that I was grateful for at a time where I was like, why is this happening to me? I don't like anything right now.
It forced you to find a moment that was like the highlight of your day, or to remind yourself what you're grateful for, whether it was something stupid like this TV show, you know, that was incredibly helpful.
How has cancer changed you as a couple and as individuals?
Oh, where to begin?
I think Mike and I were were definitely a solid unit before any of this took place, but this definitely just brought us closer together than I ever could have imagined.
That's a loaded question.
That's a lot to unpack.
I think individually it's definitely taught us like new lessons in gratitude, just living in the present and taking it one day at a time. All those cliches are so cliche, but they're so true. And that's kind of been our MO through all this. And then as a couple, yeah, I mean, we are fortunate. We've been together several years, and you know, we have a very, knock on wood, healthy, loving, solid relationship. We don't even really fight yet.
Don't put that out there.
No, I'm just kidding. You know, traumas, deaths, whatever, any sort of big event like that kind of brings you closer in an unspeakable way.
It was a really shitty and unfortunate situation, but it does force you to open up and be vulnerable in ways that like you weren't previously, because you've never had to kind of talk about those feelings and ugly cry in front of each other on a daily basis. I'm speaking for myself. You very cute when you cry.
Going through chemo during a quarantine, during a lockdown, during a pandemic, there were
Girl.
lows. But you know, I feel like we know each other even better now because we've seen each other through such craziness and such extenuating circumstances.
Whenever I almost catch myself getting upset about something like being stuck in traffic or like waiting in line for something, I just remind myself like, bro, not too long ago you would have been happy to be in this position. So just appreciate every day, every conversation, every interaction.
I mean, we're still kind of in it, so I'm excited to see. I hope that really like carries on the rest of our lives. And I've been told by other people who've gone through similar stuff that like this will like kind of make us even better people and just change the way we live.
From 1 to 10, how awkward is it to film intimate scenes for TV and film?
I don't think it's that awkward.
I think a lot of people think it's like hot and steamy, but the reality is you have like 100 people in the room next to you. You have like 4 cameras in your face, a microphone right over your head, a lighting guy right next to you. It's not sexy at all. It's very mechanical.
No, very mechanical. And it also just depends on your co-star, right? You know, it's like,
yes,
it can be really fun and it can be like, this is so silly, and like you kind of laugh through it and have a blast, or they can make it awkward. But the few I've done, I've been lucky to have good experiences.
Most of the time I'm just like, oh, we're shooting in 4K. This is not a flattering angle. I'm just hoping that the scene partner didn't have flaming hot Cheetos for lunch beforehand. There are a lot of things going through your head, and the situation being hot is usually not one of them. Would you ever star in a movie or TV show together as a couple?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would love to do like a rom-com, like a gay Hallmark movie.
My mom would live for us in a Christmas movie together.
Yeah, we should do a gay Christmas film. We're available.
Yeah, we're available. We did it in the influencers a little bit, although...
although they hated each other.
Yeah, we hated each other in the show. Not in real life. I love you in real life. Show us a never-before-seen picture from your camera roll and tell us all about it. After my surgery, I received an edible arrangement, which we honestly picked at for like a week. We just ate chocolate-covered fruit for literally 7 days.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
great.
But it also came with this teddy bear. I liked teddy bears as a kid. I mean, obviously, as a grown-ass man, like, I don't have a collection of teddy bears, but for whatever reason, this particular teddy bear brought me so much joy that day, and I literally just like held onto him for the entire course of the chemo treatment.
Now he's a huge part of our lives. We've named him, we make jokes about him, we talk about him like he's a real child or dog or something, and he brings so much joy to our lives. So, yep, you heard it here first. 2 grown men with a teddy bear.
Yeah, eventually we'll get a real dog.
This one's a lot quieter.
This one's a lot quieter. Doesn't poop. What was your favorite pandemic watch? There's so many.
He had never seen Game of Thrones. I was a fanatic, so we watched the entire series in like a month.
We did.
But it was so fun. We'd like knock out 2 or 3 episodes a night.
What family would you be a part of?
I want to say Stark, but I feel like I'd be in Lannister.
I feel like you'd be cast as a Lannister.
I
Which
mean,
isn't a bad thing.
That would be really fun to play, honestly. That'd be more fun.
Who takes longer to get ready in the morning? I mean, that's not fair. I don't have hair, so.
Yeah, okay, but here's the thing though. I take longer to get ready, but who takes longer showers? He will be in the shower just like
I do my best thinking
singing
in the shower.
and thinking for like half an hour.
I get a lot of work done in the shower.
It's good.
That's came out super wrong, but you know what I mean. What's your favorite and least favorite quality about yourself? Ooh, this is a good question.
About yourself.
I'll start with my least favorite quality, I guess, to end on a high note. I wish I was a lot more assertive. I feel like I don't speak up for myself in a lot of situations. No matter how much I try to work on it, I'm just not programmed to just like, to do that as much as I'd like. That's something I wish I was better at.
And your most favorite?
My ability to disarm people and kind of have them feel comfortable being their most authentic authentic selves around me.
That's a good one. My least favorite, where to begin? I'm pretty insatiable. I think it's
You are.
I think it's a double-edged sword though, because it also gives me like drive and motivation to like accomplish things. Nothing's really ever enough. And then if I accomplish something, I'll enjoy it for 1 second, but then be like, oh, what's next? What should I be doing? Very hard on myself. It's problematic. And then my favorite thing,
My hair, just rub it in, go for it.
I am kind of a natural caretaker. I'm the oldest of 5 kids. I helped raise my siblings because my dad's a pilot and, you know, has gone a lot. Yeah, I tend to be like a supportive like father figure in my family and my friend groups, you know.
You're a really good caretaker.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking care of me when I needed it the most. Ooh, this is a good question.
Yeah, we got this a million times.
When are you getting married? Well, we had to
Not
deal with some things.
During a pandemic.
Don't want to get married during a pandemic.
Not
Then-
during cancer.
Not during cancer. Soonish, I guess. Marriage is an amazing thing. It's something can't wait to do with you. I have no doubt in my mind that like you are my person. Say it back, say it back, say it back.
Yeah, of course.
There's no rush. Like, we're still figuring out the COVID thing. Don't feel like it makes your relationship like that much more valid if you have a wedding ring.
Yeah, I think the truth is, like, we had like started talking about it before the pandemic hit, and then the pandemic and cancer kind of put everything on hold. But it will happen for sure. We feel very much like we're already married. Like, this is it. Our relationship is already there, you know?
Who's gonna propose to who? I feel like we joke a lot about like, is this where you're gonna propose, or whenever we're in a romantic
Taco Bell.
setting, especially at Taco Bell. Hide my ring in a
In the
chalupa.
fire sauce.
Ooh, in the Baja Blast. A boy can dream. How are y'all feeling and what's next for you? Feeling good. Honestly, taking it day by day, feeling so much better than I did last week. And last week I felt better than the week before. So we're just building on top of that. Hair's coming back. Can't wait to
Coming
just
in
like,
fast.
feel it blowing in the wind.
You know, our most immediate thing, his next round of tests is next month, so we need those to come back clear. So, you know, we can go into just monitoring it the next few years instead of doing more treatment.
Making more TV shows, second season of a TV show, more videos. Honestly, I didn't realize how much I missed creating.
Yeah, it feels good to be like
Videos.
making things again.
It's just, this is when I'm at my happiest and I feel most fulfilled and
Yeah.
creative and stuff. So it just feels so good to be back.
Lots coming up, lots of music. I have some fun projects, a couple feature films, and 2 shows.
Maybe a puppy.
Someday.
I'm just putting it out there.
Not right now.
Maybe if I say it on camera, it'll just like magically make it true.
Not yet, but soon.
But soon, you heard it here first. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thank you again for all of your support. It means the world to us. I genuinely mean that. It feels so good to be back. I hope I answered all your questions. If I didn't, make sure you leave them in the comments below, and we will try to get to them in the next video. Thank you for watching,
Thank
and we'll be
you.
back with another pretty okay video pretty darn soon. All right, have a good day. Peace.
Bye, guys.